In all the years of denim history, there have been many, many great moments. Levi's Gold Rush. That one time Bob sat down too fast. Whitney and Justin's double denim apocalypse. But none so society altering as Sydney Sweeney's great jeans campaign. I mean, even the president weighed in.
She's a registered Republican? Oh, now I love her ass.
Fans saw Sydney Sweeney's look at her eyes ad about jeans and thought, eugenics! Jeez, keep up. One woman dared to wear jeans, and not just any jeans, great jeans. Oh boy. Sydney Sweeney, look at her eyes, has had a rough week. Men across America are bathing with her while she swims through controversy in their bubble bath. I have to say, the breasts have a big advantage. But will Doja Cat and Lizzo saved the day from the most dangerous thing known to man, blue-eyed blonde bombshells. It's a good thing those ladies aren't man. If you ask me what I think it is, really, it's a battle of gods. Who wants to hear my opinion? No one. But I'll say it anyways. Do you think big breasts can float? Like literally. Siri, could they save the day? Only one way to find. Look at her eyes. Sydney Sweeney is out of the closet again. Last year, I think she had a birthday party with her family, and some of them were wearing MAGA hats, so that was really terrifying for the public, you know, for a family to be wearing MAGA hats. How terrifying. The way she was outed, the information I keep hearing, this rumors keep coming up every time she relates with Republican media. I thought this was interesting because last year, was it last year or early this year, I made a video. And in that video, I spoke about how America currently has two gods, two forces of reality. And think about this. Why I relate this to being gay is because in a lot of religions, this one is going down. A lot of religions are against homosexuality. When someone used to come out before, it used to be a big thing, and some people try and out them or insult them with, you might be gay. That's how the revelation of your political party is in the online space. There's a big difference between how you are perceived when you have different gods. For instance, if you commit a sin, because gods are what determine the presence of sin. If there is a God, that's when you can be sinning against, or that's when people assume there is sin, most of the time. If someone has a misunderstanding these days, it's not because the person is misunderstood, or the person does not see things the way you see them, or the person is making a mistake. No, you say the person is evil, because it's a sin. Do you understand? When you introduce a God, a lot of time you introduce evil, and you have two different gods. It makes people fight a lot because anything someone does, they don't interpret it as the person has different views from me. The person has different views from me. The person is evil. That's how you're going to interpret that. There's no middle ground. And see, someone like Nigeria, for instance, there are Muslims in this country, there are Christians in this country. We have two different gods. But the Bible and the Quran are similar on a lot of things. Like, if you we have the same laws. We have the same, don't steal, don't kill, don't do all these things. And our religions are similar. If we have a religious conflict in Nigeria, it's because someone is a fanatic. Our gods, our laws, therefore, are very similar. Our forces of reality are the same. We have the same laws. We're pretty traditional. We're pretty conservative here. Anywho, in America, there are two different gods, two forces of reality. They don't believe in the same things. Like, some people believe more in niceness as a god. That's how I put it. More of that another day. Some people believe in a liberal god, a kind god. And it determines the hierarchy of their values. It determines what they hold important. What is important to them? What are the most important things? What do they put above all else? And some people have another god, a more traditional god that has values that are more related to biblical or the Quran text, and pretty basic stuff actually. So Sydney Sweeney entered trouble recently because of her campaign, the American Eagle ad. And when I saw the ad, I just thought it was an ad. Americans are very excitable, very excitable. And that's partly, it's because of their gods, their news is so interesting. People get so radicalized over the littlest things. It's really interesting to watch. But when you see this, it's just an ad. But because people are religious, they are going to read into it. It's like, and that's why when people mock Christians, it seems hypocritical because of a lot of people are radicalized in a very religious way, whether they are Christians or they are liberal. A lot of people are just radical in the American news cycle because they have made a situation where they deal with gods, and gods are always necessary. I'll explain that later. So when you see this ad, not everyone is watching the same thing, and some people are deeply offended by it because they are going to use their religion to draw what could this mean, and they'll read deep into the way people read into the Bible, like, oh, Moses' bones were. That's how people are going to read. They're going to go back. So this is what she could mean. This is what she could mean. She didn't mean what she said. She didn't mean. I thought it was what they call a homophone, jeans and jeans. When I saw the ad, but a lot of people are going to be really angry and terrified and scared. What does she mean? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this ad was like an evil ad to a war cry to get all the supremacists in one place to have war or something. I'm not sure what that video was supposed to do. But some people were so heartbroken over it, so heartbroken. So anyway, so a God is basically the force of your reality. Let me explain that. Why does life matter? That's the question behind it. Why does life matter? That is a religious question because no one has the answers to it. You can't obtain it through science. We can't obtain it through any amount of reasoning we do. We don't know why life matters. And if anyone tells you they do, usually that's a statement of faith. God created the earth. Does life matter? No one can tell you that. And people always come up with gods because you either come up with the traditional God or you believe in science. But the thing is, science can't prove it to you why life matters or if life matters. So, and the moment you break down gods, you're left with things like power structure. Life doesn't matter, but if I can, you believe life goes to those who have power to trample upon others, or you believe, oh, reasoning is the God. But you have to keep in mind that none of these things do prove existence. So at the end of the day, it's always a thing of faith. It's always a thing of faith. So at the base, everyone is religious. We just have different gods that we put, and therefore different hierarchy of values. And it's the most base thought you believe. The thing that matters the most, that tends to be your God. That's why people are now forming different gods, especially people that are very people that are neoliberal. They have their own gods they've invented. Like me, I think the base gods these days is a god of kindness. And kindness on its own is not a complete value. So we see sometimes where that falls apart. But we're human beings, so no matter how perfect the God was anyway, perfect the God was, we'll always just not get it right. So I think that's the battle that is going on, the battle of gods. That's why anything you see can and will be used against you online. So it's really interesting to see how these things do play out, and wow, this caused a battle online. So kudos to you guys, and I just wanted to talk about that topic again. I didn't really research for it. I just wanted to rush and post this online. So if you're interested in understanding how there are two different realities, two different gods, you can go back and watch that video. I think I released it around the US election abroad. Yeah.